Hey everybody, welcome back to QOTD, the Question of the Day Show. This is the only game show that lets you be on the air. You can join us right here on the air by recording your own video answers to our awesome daily questions. Use the links in the chat if you're on YouTube to do so. Hey everybody, how's it going?
Hi.
Trish? Hey. Reid, we missed you. But listen, it's been an awesome week, right? We had some crazy theme. I don't remember what it was, but Trish, you're going to tell us about that. And we have had 7 of the most awesome questions, and people have answered like crazy, right?
Absolutely. The theme this week was, it was about family and fun and food and fiestas. So lots of good stuff to talk about.
Like all those things.
All those things.
Well, listen, the show is all about fans answering questions, so I think we should just dive right in, put up the first question, and then see what people had to say. And everybody out there, you can vote for your favorite answer. Use the links in the chat to open the voting screen. People you vote for will make it to the finals, and then ultimately we'll pick the champion of the week. But so let's just start.
Let's go.
Let's do it. First question coming up. Ooh, if you could choose, it's about last meals.
Oh my gosh. If you could choose your very last meal for your very last day on Earth, what would you be eating?
Such a big question, right?
Yeah. Is it pizza for you? Because I'm looking at your pizza pie.
No, not a pizza pie. That's a peach cobbler that I made last weekend over fire, like a good boy.
Let's go, Boy Scouts.
But it was delicious.
My apologies.
The trick is that you got to use kind of unripe peaches. That's the trick, yeah, to making a good peach pie or peach cobbler. But I got to say that I have 2 big decisions in my life were like who to marry, and the other one was like, what would I have for my last meal? This is that momentous.
And?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, which one? Her name's Nancy. Yeah. I love her. My anniversary is coming up. It was an important decision. I think I chose well. Oh, the food. Well, I'll save that to the end. I want to hear what the people have to say first.
Let's go.
Exactly, yeah. Without further ado, here is our first fan answer. What are you gonna say?
Ooh, for my last meal, it would be a spread. It would have to be definitely sushi. Definitely some of my mom's cooking, maybe baked ziti. Some pizza. Oh, I don't know what else. Oh, I would want everything. Chinese food. And maybe a milkshake and an ice cream cake. Tiramisu would have to be on there. Yeah, so I would be going out, leaving this realm with a tummy ache. Yeah.
Chinese food and a milkshake. I just let that sit in for a minute.
If I were on death row, my last meal would be my mom's chicken cutlets, because there's something like good old Italian chicken cutlets. And I would have to end it with some sort of dessert. And it would be probably Kong ice cream by Zita's in New Providence.
Wait, that ice cream shop is right near me. I love that place.
We're going to have to go on a road trip.
I would just get a burger. I get a classic burger and tons of ranch. I'm a ranch person, like, till death. I love it. I love ranch. And if it's my last meal, I better have a gallon of Hidden Valley right next to the burger.
Glug glug.
Glug glug. No.
So my last meal on death row would be like a steak dinner, but specifically cooked by like Gordon Ramsay and like served by Gordon Ramsay. I mean that like he has to be there and like hang out with me during my last meal. I just think that'd be a really entertaining experience and a pretty iconic way to go out.
Be a bit of brag though.
Last meal would definitely include like boxed mac and cheese, but not the like boring Kraft macaroni ones. I believe that those boxed mac and cheese types where the pasta is like shaped in like a fun way are objectively better. Just the texture makes it taste so much better, whether it's like based off like some kids movie or TV show or some promotion like that. Ever since I started living on my own, I realized that I can actually get whatever I want from the grocery store. So I buy the Paw Patrol mac and cheese. I hope that they think I have kids when I'm checking out. I don't. But that is probably my favorite food, and that was what I would get as my last meal.
So now that she's an adult, she can have Paw Patrol mac and cheese.
Death row, my last meal, Five Guys. Boom. I want the big burger, extra cheese, mayo, pickles, freaking raw onions, green peppers, jalapeno peppers, and don't forget a little mustard on there. And I'm gonna get the fries Cajun style with a sweet tea. That would be my death row meal. Beautiful. I lick my fingers after that juicy burger too.
He got a sweet tea. I thought he was going to ask for a Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, yeah. Everybody's so excited, though. Well, I'm excited, too, because it's time to vote. Everybody, there are blue buttons across the bottom of your screen. You can click one of those buttons to vote for your favorite. Send them to the finals. If you are on YouTube or Twitch, you can use the link in chat in order to open up the voting window, and that enables you to vote for one of these amazing answers. I did think they were great. And like everybody's so excited about it. It's like, yeah, this is something I can really, well, sink my teeth into, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. Also, we got a good mix. We got like pizza. I still think Phoebe's answer is so funny that she's like, oh, we have to, it's almost like you have to show your ID to get the Paw Patrol mac and cheese.
Well, you know, there were so many answers to this, but they did fall.
Five Guys.
Yeah, the ranch, baby.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
As I was saying, there were so many answers, and they did fall into certain categories. And one of them was the diet is over, right? They're going to eat everything. And that's kind of what Bella was talking about. And then you had the category of I want the best food ever, right? Where people wanted steak dinner cooked by Gordon Ramsay. That's what Beatrice said. And then the third category was sort of comfort food, where people were like, my favorite, or what my mom used to make, or the thing from my childhood, right? Because it's going to be your last meal. You want something that brings those feelings of recollection, love, you know, etc. And so I kind of think that that's what Zach's was about. It was about like the thing that he has always loved, and so he's going to go out on that note. Or what Phoebe said too about Paw Patrol mac and cheese. Yeah. So anyway, but that's what it was. You know, listen, it's not too late for other people to put in their answers. If you go to BeOnTheAir.com, you just scroll down. There's all the questions are there. You can click on the record button, record your own answer. And I want to hear what everybody else has to say, because it just says so much about you.
Yeah, no, exactly. And you won't be able to pick on the Big Show this week, but you can still pick up stars and get your answer out there. So it's still worth it to record, if you're not forgetting his opinions.
Squeeze me. Well, let's go hit it. Let's go to the next one. That was number one.
Yeah, we have 6 more to come, and the next one is pet pics.
Pet pics. We asked you guys to submit videos of your pet doing a trick, and we got some really good ones. We also submitted our own just for fun, because between JJ, Reid, Keith, and I, we all think we have the best pet.
Some of us are wrong.
But this was a super fun one.
It's in the announcement playlist. Or if you're on the site, just go ahead and click on the picture for any topic and open up the page that has our 8 minutes where we talk about all of our stuff. There's pictures of Mickey and Sunny and Harley. Those are our animals and doing their stuff. And they're all are kind of amazing. But also on that page are every other person who's ever answered that question. There's lots of cool stuff there.
Yay.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm very excited for this. We always say on QOTD, I think Reid has said this many, 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 many times, show us your pets. And for this question, you are contractually obligated by the wording of the question to show us your pets. Let this be it. Well, I think we have some answers coming in from fans, so let's see what impressive pet tricks they have in store for us.
Meow. Meow.
That
impressive.
The only type of pet I'm allowed in this small inner city apartment is an insect, and it can smile on command.
Nice. Is that Venom or Spider Guy?
One.
Emma. Okay. Which hand? Which hand? You got it. You got it.
What a great dog. All dogs are incredible.
My 3 pet dogs have an amazing trick of no matter how many years they've known you, they will still bark at you all day long. Take a look.
She wasn't kidding.
No, they just keep going. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, a flippin' sloth.
It's just sad. It's just sad.
Hey. Hey, up. Hey. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
That's a good boy.
Lay down. No? Okay. Well, he won't do a trick.
He
Well,
did
still.
a few.
I'll give you an 11.
Yeah.
Easily.
On a scale of 1 to 10. Well, speaking of commands and tricks, everybody, it's time for us to vote. So, if you go to the link in the chat, you'll open up the voting window and you can vote for one of these to be the best of this question. The best answer goes to the finals and has the opportunity to become our champion of the week.
Bum, bum, bum.
You get a cookie.
So, yeah. Well, it's funny. I will say, amongst these answers, notice how all of the pets doing tricks were dogs. Trish, what do you have to say about that?
I was wondering, I had seen a video that somebody submitted about training a ferret. Did that make the list? Oh.
Trolls did this.
This is so funny. Well, that's why you've got to vote and get your friends to vote, because look what happens. Anyone can win.
Hey, I will say, Sean, that was a very impressive trick.
Very good. Very good.
What exactly is the trick? I mean, besides being a cat, it was just being a cat, because that's what cats can do. Yeah.
So look at that. Even a fake cat beat a real dog. Unbelievable.
No, my goodness. All right,
these
let us move on, because Trish just made me so angry I can't talk about this question. No, I like your pet. That's
Yeah, no.
as far
It
as
was
cat.
cool.
And by the way, I've got 2 cats and 99 dogs. Well,
Ooh, 3
Well,
meals.
we have the next question up. Yeah, it's 3 meals.
Only 3 meals, guys. We asked you to choose 3 meals that you would eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner on rotation. Those were your only 3 meals you could eat. What would they be?
So
And it
it's
didn't have to necessarily be like a breakfast food, a lunch food, a dinner food, but you just have to pick 3 and go with it.
So whatever I have for breakfast on day 1, I'm going to be having that for breakfast for the rest of my life.
Yes.
Lunch and the same day. You better like what you're choosing.
Mm-hmm.
This is almost as big as the last meal, but for some reason it feels sort of less momentous, but sort of like more complicated.
But more important. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to get something which is healthy-ish, because you want to be healthy, and then it also has to be delicious, and it can't be boring.
Right.
That's hard.
Yeah. Well, I think we were talking about this during the announcement reveal. It's like, I think it's on the surface, it's definitely a daunting question, but then I feel like a lot of people realize just how much of a creature of habit they are, and then I think it becomes a little less daunting, even less daunting, especially given the fact you have 3.
Yeah.
Let us see.
Yes. Let us see. I think we have some good meals coming up, though. I've seen these answers.
So as you can see, I love food. My 3 favorite meals that I would choose if I had to eat the same 3 meals every day for the rest of my life would be pizza, mac and cheese, and chicken finger.
So orange food. Got it.
Yeah.
All the best food.
Okay, so breakfast would be chicken and waffles because it's so versatile. Lunch would probably be something healthier, like a salad with chicken in it, but it had to be like orange chicken or something fancy. And then for dinner, easy, wings and fries.
Oh,
Other one. She's also orange.
Orange is taking it.
If I had to eat the same 3 meals for the rest of my life, it would be peanut butter and toast, sinigang shrimp, which is a Filipino dish, and rice.
And rice?
Yeah, that's it. Rice.
I could do rice every day. For sure.
For the whole meal.
If I can only eat the same meals for the rest of my life, I would have eggs Benedict for breakfast. I would have a pizza for lunch, and dinner I would probably have.
Come on.
Never know.
My last three meals on repeat, I would have a big old breakfast with like corned beef hash and toast and eggs, delicious. I would have tofu pad thai because I literally don't think I could live without tofu pad thai. It's my favorite food. And then like mac and cheese was my childhood favorite food, and that's never gonna ever not be my favorite food too. So
yeah, solid, especially if it's Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
If I could only have 3 meals, I think I would choose cereal. And I hope that means any type of cereal because I love almost all of them. BLTs, the perfect lunch food. And lastly, I think I would have to go burgers for dinner. Those would be my...
BLT was a good choice. Kind of like a salad. You got something salty in there. I like that.
All right, guys, it's time for us to vote. This is a complicated question, but we need your votes in order to figure out which is the best choice here and who should be the champion of this question for the whole week. Mash the blue buttons on the bottom of your screen if you're on YouTube or Twitch. There's a link in the chat. You can use that to open up the voting screen. So these are all tough, but a lot of orange foods. A lot of orange. You know, thank God there was a burger or two in there because that kind of mixed it up.
Yeah. No, the COTD, the color of the day, is orange.
There you go.
I'm not thinking like when I think about food, I don't think everything's orange. But I do notice that the thing behind my head is orange.
Yeah, that big old pizza.
Yeah. Megan. She was pizza, wings, and something else. Or she was one of the all orange answers.
Yeah. So, but those are all good foods. But she did go for, if you don't mind me saying, foods that are good to watch in front of the TV. They're all fingery. They're warm and comforty. I get it. It's something that we need. We need comfort from our food.
Yeah,
well,
and that's actually a good point, though. But yeah, that's actually a good point. Like the amount of foods that you eat in front of the TV. Something important to mention.
Well, you shouldn't do it, they say. But I mean, come on, admit it.
Yeah. Hey. I do. Well, on to the next question. Let's see what it is. Ooh, cooking with anyone.
Okay, so if you could pick anyone, living or dead, to cook with in your kitchen for 2 hours, who's it going to be?
Yeah.
And we asked, what are you making? But really the important part is, who you cooking
Who you with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Going to be somebody that's like a beloved person, or maybe somebody who's historic, somebody that you want to spend time with, because when you're cooking, you're very focused on another person. Or is it going to be like somebody who's a great chef? Like Gordon Ramsay comes up a lot, but me, I'd go with Grog, the guy who invented fire and cooked the first steak. Because respect, right?
Right.
True. Although I feel like you'd have to be very careful with what you make, because I feel like between making fire and now, a lot of culinary changes have been made, especially in terms of the chemical makeup of a lot of foods. So on top of just blowing Grog's mind, you have to choose very carefully what cuisine you can handle.
I know you got to stick with mammoth burgers. Yeah. Well,
I think we got some answers coming in. So let's see who other people chose and what they're making.
I think it's Jesus, and I think we're making fish, bread, and wine. Because I don't have to bring very much to this. And then when are you ever going to get a chance to see that again?
But honestly, if you get anybody from history that you could spend 2 hours
I would absolutely choose my grandmother on my mom's side. She passed away over 10 years ago, but she probably cooks the best Indian food that I've ever had, and I would love to spend that time with her.
I would love to learn from her.
I would do the same.
I gotta go with the chef from Ratatouille. I believe his name is Gustavo. Unfortunately, he passed away, leaving only his son Linguini, but I think his message, anyone can cook, is really important, and I think he could show me a thing or two.
Yeah, maybe show you what his real name is, like Gusto, right? Isn't his name Gusto?
I'm spending the 2 hours with Tupac, and we're making spaghetti and meatballs.
Wow, we're swinging big today. We got Jesus.
So
and
I would
Tupac.
choose Gordon Ramsay because he's from Scotland, like I am, and it would definitely be a steak and French fries. It's got to be that.
God, but he could just nail it too.
I would have to say I would really like Ina Garten. I think we would make great cocktails together, and I think it would just be a lot of fun. She's hilarious, and I love her popped collars.
Yeah, and she could, right? That's a good choice.
Yeah, it's a really good choice.
Gordon Ramsay would terrify me a little bit. That's the problem. Well, guys, the vote. So there are blue buttons across the bottom of your screen. If you're on YouTube, let's just say there is a link in the chat that you can click that will open up the voting screen, and then you can pick one of these amazing people. Whoever you vote for will make it to the finals.
Yes, it's really funny. I was thinking with the Gordon Ramsay answer, I was like, yes, Gordon Ramsay, but what about Ina Garten? And then she immediately came up afterwards. Barefoot Contessa. Let's go. The power.
There's so much goodness in that. Great stories and fun
and she makes everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Gordon Ramsay, an impressive person, but like I say, he's
Ina Garten.
Oh! The fans agree.
With yeah.
She makes pasta. She makes desserts. Her craft cocktails really are like off the chain.
But so why not Martha Stewart? She's obviously fun. But
well, because she comes with Snoop, so they're a twofer. So maybe you don't have room in your kitchen for both.
Oh, I gotta say that would be my combo.
They would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, dang. We do have other questions about like what 4 people would you bring on a road trip. So we can save Martha and Snoop for those questions, but I think Ina Garten is a very worthy single person to have.
Yes. Congratulations, Christina.
Yes. Well, what do you say we move on to the next question?
Let's dive in.
Oh, I'm so excited. What's it going to be? Oh, local foods.
Oh, this is a really good question. So we asked our fans what kind of food that they make in your town or your city that you kind of just can't get anywhere else, or you can get somewhere else, but it's never as good as it is where you live.
Yeah, and to a certain extent, this is going away, but regional foods are classic, like chicken and waffles I had never even heard of until a few years ago. You'd have to go like down south or po' boys.
Mm-hmm. You know what I just tried for the first time was poutine.
And you're pretty close to the Canadian border too, I would have thought.
I know. And a big French fries and gravy person, but it's not actually the same as poutine. Yeah, super
You gotta
good.
have those cheese curds. Yeah, that's maybe we'll get some Quebecois people here telling us all about it. But yeah, I think that's amazing, and it's one of the things like when you go and travel around and having all those local foods, it's among the best parts of travel.
Mm-hmm.
That and the people that you'll meet while you're munching down on the local delicacies.
That's right.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah. Well, I think we got some answers from fans, so let's see if anyone said poutine. I hope they have. I think it would be cool.
We have a place down here in Western North Carolina that's called Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack, and they have the best fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, sweet tea, sweet potato casserole, fried okra. It's just good home Southern cooking, and you can't get that north.
I love the way she says okra.
A food that they make where I live that you can't. Okay, first off, let's start over. It's not even a food that we make. It's a food in Southern California that you can't get anywhere else. It's a cut of beef called tri-tip. think they call it Santa Fe, maybe. They have another name for it. Can't think what they call it. But tri-tip. It's a cut of beef in Southern California. It's so good. You could smoke it. You slice it nice and thin. Make it put on your sandwich. Really good. You can't get anywhere else. That's why Southern California is the best.
I'm so skeptical. That's wrong of me. I should just embrace it.
Okay. I'm trying to make this like it's pretty fun. A food that they make where I live. Okay, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. We're really big on barbecue and Southern food. Southern food consists of like collard greens, black eyed peas, especially macaroni and cheese. Because everybody can make macaroni and cheese, but everybody can't make it the Southern way. So I would say Southern food and then barbecue. Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of places that claim the best Southern food and barbecue, but yeah, it's definitely Southern. Unless you're sure.
What is a food they make where I live that you just can't get anywhere else? Dirt dog. And if you don't know what dirt dog is, baby, go and Google it, because that cilantro, that chili, that lobster bun, hot dog, yeah, it's giving me my entire life. Every time I eat it, delicious.
They got the chef's kiss on that.
Never heard of it.
Dirt dog.
So I live in Utah, so you can really get anything we make anywhere, but you cannot get green Jell-O easily anywhere else. We eat a lot of Jell-O.
Local delicacy.
There's a reason you can't get it anywhere else, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm in California, and we have In-N-Out, so we're already kind of winning there. I mean, In-N-Out's a very fast and efficient way to get a burger, and it's an amazing food item to get. You get animal style. Highly recommend.
Delicious. I want to know what that is. But yeah, no, that's definitely a Southern Cal thing. I wish we had. Well, guys, there were so many good choices here, but we have to pick one, and we're counting on you to click a blue button and vote for your favorite so that we can pick the champion who's going to go to the finals. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, there's a link in the chat. Click on that. It'll open up the voting window, and then you can vote, and we'll send one of these people to the finals. But yeah, it's a hard one, man. We had barbecue and Southern food and some fast food, dirt dogs. I don't even know. Yeah, and then the tri-tip steak, but we'll see.
We're skeptical about that one.
See who our winner is.
Yes, let's see. I'm excited. Tara.
Yeah, so what was the guy, like Buzzy's Hot Chicken Wings or Ricky's Rogers? Anyway, it was like a place that had like really awesome wings, and I gosh, I love that. I mean, I always think of Buffalo when I think about hot wings, but everybody's got their own take on it, and that's what makes it such a magical world.
Exactly. Also, I think the name was Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack.
Hot Chicken Shack. That's
I'm
right.
assuming that's things, but maybe not. Maybe it's like the whole chicken.
Oh.
Whatever. It's hot.
Yeah. And now that everyone knows the name, you can discover it for you. I felt like it was very important to give the people the exact name so that way they can try it for themselves.
Absolutely.
Just in case they haven't.
Come back in and record and tell us how you liked it.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Please do. We would love to hear from you. But in the meantime, I think we can move on to our next question. Let's see what we have in store. Ooh. Refrigerator horrors.
This is such a funny question. We asked fans to show us the weirdest thing in their refrigerator. And they didn't disappoint.
No. Yeah, no. I remember we were talking about this the other day.
Like animals, that's the scary thing. It's like it's not just you who has a nasty looking fridge or has like something weird growing back there. Everybody's got something, some deep dark secret like in the recesses of the freezer.
Yeah, no, they say, do you have skeletons in your closet? They should really be saying, do you have like 3-year-old moldy food, like really things you can't explain in your refrigerator?
But it's not all weird stuff too, as you'll see. Some of it's, it's all weird stuff. It's not all old moldy stuff. Right. Some of it's like, cool.
It's just weird.
But it's weird. It's all.
Yeah, like my jade roller. which is useful, but definitely off kilter.
Yes.
Jade plastic roller. Well, I think we have some answers. Let's see what it is.
Show us the weirdest thing in your refrigerator. Ooh, I don't actually have anything interesting at the moment. I'm traveling at the moment, so I'm in North Macedonia today, and all I have in there is a bottle of water because it's real freaking hot here, and I have a Kit Kat too. So it's kind of it though. Nothing exciting, unfortunately.
Kit Kat and water.
Yeah, I'll call that more unique than weird.
All right, so I don't know if this counts because it's in my freezer, but my roommate has a bag of frozen avocados. Want to explain this one? Smoothies. Apparently you can make smoothies with them. All right.
I like avocados, but I don't really drink them.
The weirdest thing in my refrigerator. Nothing too weird, but this one is a bag of a bunch of different sauces like ketchup, soy sauce, some Shin ramen packets, maybe some mustard as well.
The
The
college
weird
kit.
The weird thing about it is, why is it in your fridge?
I was just gonna say, I don't know.
The weirdest thing that I have in my refrigerator, personally, I think all my items that I have in my fridge are quite normal. But if I have to point out the one that I think would be the weirdest, it would be bok choy. It's basically Chinese vegetable. Shape is kind of weird. That's what I can think of, because I feel like everything in my fridge is quite normal looking.
Yeah, it tastes great though. Looks weird. Tastes great.
But bitter, right?
So one of the weirdest things I have in my fridge is taco seasoning. I have a bunch and a different flavors, different spice level. I love Mexican food. So
Another college kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
A college kid prepping for her Hot Ones interview.
Okay, so I can't really show the weirdest thing in my refrigerator right now because I am not near my refrigerator, but I would probably say the weirdest thing would probably be my Chick-fil-A sauce. It just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like I shouldn't have it there. It feels like I'm stealing the secret formula or something. It just doesn't feel right.
Like having a Big Mac dressing in there. It's like, where'd you get that? Well, I gotta say, there were some weird things in there. There were even weirder ones, I thought, but these are the ones that you all sent stars to and voted as being the best ones from the week. So now let's pick and send one of these guys to the finals. Mash the blue buttons on the bottom of your screen. If you're on BeOnTheAir.com, they're right there. But if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Twitch, use the link in the chat to open up the voting window, and then you can pick one of these guys, and we'll send them to the finals.
I will say, I'm wondering if I should start putting my spices and stuff in the fridge, because a lot of people had they chose seasonings and spices and stuff like that, and I was like, is that weird to do it? Should I be doing it?
If your fridge is empty, right, and you just want the space, I guess so, but they don't need to be in the fridge.
I don't think so, because see it, seasoning packs right there.
Taco.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
was-
the idea of the fridge is to preserve something, but isn't that just a big bag of preservatives?
100%.
That's all it is, right?
Yeah, when you go and you buy that stuff at the grocery store, it's just sitting on the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't need to do it. But like I say, if all of your countertop and all of your cabinets are full of stuff, why not put it in the fridge?
Right.
No. Yeah, that's pretty weird. But there's some things that you shouldn't put in the fridge. Like, don't put fruit in the fridge, guys. Unless
Right, it ruins the taste.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. Tomatoes, leave them out.
No, stop.
Like tomato sauce, I guess.
This is like JJ eating medium steak.
Oh, I
know.
know. I still can't look him in the eye.
Yeah, don't put your tomatoes in the fridge, guys. That'd be weird. But never, there were I want to say thank you to everybody for letting us into your lives by showing us like the oddities that are in your fridge. It's very revealing and a little intimate, you know? Like imagine like the cops are over at your house, right? Because they're just stopping by for a wellness visit, let's say, and they start poking around in your fridge. You don't want that. Don't go in my sock drawer. That's mine.
I'd rather you actually find the skeletons in my closet than look through what I have in my fridge.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Next question. Let's hit it. Let's see what we have in store. Ooh. Beat Bobby Flay.
Oh my goodness. If you're a TV contestant on Beat Bobby Flay, what family recipe would you use to win?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I treasure my family recipes, and I think they could totally win.
Yeah.
Bobby Flay. But then you got to think about like the layout of the competition and what is he likely to be good at. You got to pick something that's amazing. I mean, listen, my peach cobbler, I regret having given everybody the secret to that early on, but that'd totally win.
You probably would win too, because I don't think he's a huge baker. Like he's a grill master, and he's he does Italian and obviously Mexican food and all that stuff. But I think you might take him with the baked goods.
There's a big difference. There are two kinds of people in the world, people who bake and people who cook. And the difference is that baking is like being in chemistry class, and cooking is like being in the jazz band. That's the way I think about it.
Okay.
I'll let you guys puzzle that one out yourselves, but that's the way that I see it. And so that's the person who can do both differently.
Yeah, no, it takes a big brain to be able to do both chemistry and jazz at the same time. I can attest. Well, in the meantime, do we want to get into some fan answers and see what recipes could beat Bobby Flay?
Yeah.
If I were a TV contestant on Beat Bobby Flay, what family recipe would you win with? Well, I'm the world's worst cook, but I can make a beautiful baked Alaska, if you call that cooking, and I can make a ginormous one. So I would definitely win with that, because everyone would think it's absolutely delicious. Yum, yum, yum.
It is an impressive dish.
Yeah. Meringue's hard to do. That definitely counts.
I have no doubt that I would take Bobby Flay down in a chocolate cake with vanilla frosting throwdown. It sounds incredibly simple, but my secret is the family recipe is only for the frosting. You use a boxed devil's food chocolate cake, and then you focus all of your efforts on a vanilla frosting that uses so much powdered sugar, it should be illegal.
Yeah, Duncan Hines is not so bad.
Not at all.
If I were a contestant on Beat Bobby Flay, I think that my family recipe that would definitely win is pasta. We don't really have a specific name for the pasta, but it's always delicious. It's tomatoey and garlicky, spicy. It's so nice, and everyone I've made it for has loved it. So I think we would win with that.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the garlicky pasta.
Okay, because I'm going for the win and I come from a long line of pretty bad cooks, I would go for the one thing that we can do really well, and that is pressure can meat. Yes, I will wow the judges with the fact that this meat was cooked 6 to 9 months ago, hasn't been refrigerated or frozen, but is still edible. I'm pulling the hippie card. Hope it would give me the win, hey?
I think we're waiting for the nuclear attack before we're opening that.
That's weird.
As a caffeine addict, I would win with this one simple recipe with my coffee cup in hand as I'm saying this. I would put Rice Krispies in a bowl, the cereal, put it in a bowl, and put coffee on top of it with a little bit of sugar. It's so good. If you haven't tried it, try it, and I guarantee that Bobby Flay would love it.
It sounds horrible, but yet I'm tempted.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know.
Well, since I think, in my professional opinion, as a former line cook for almost a decade, I think Bobby Flay is actually pretty garbo. I don't think it would take much to beat him, so I would say something as simple as my family's mashed potato recipe would probably bring him down, because boy, mashed potatoes.
Not a fan.
Back to basics.
Well said. Well, guys, what's it going to be of these family recipes? Which is the one that you think could beat Bobby Flay? It's time for us to vote. Click the blue buttons that are at the bottom of your screen. The numbers there correspond to the people that you see right here. If you're on YouTube or if you're on Twitch, click on the link that's in the chat, and that'll open up the voting screen and will enable you to vote. Your votes determine who's making it to the finals.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean,
no, and it also determines who's actually going to beat Bobby Flay.
potted meat or coffee and Rice Krispies. I just feel like Bobby Flay's got to take more than that.
The coffee and Krispies.
I guess we now have to try it. Okay, so listen, we're gonna have a team meeting tomorrow. We're gonna talk about whether or not we liked it, and I assume we're talking hot coffee. I'm not positive.
Ooh.
For breakfast, maybe. We're gonna.
Yeah.
Taylor, was it? Is it? Hey, wait a second. Is this a new question?
It is. Yes. First week.
Bucks. Yeah, when you win the semifinals for one of our new questions, you win some cash. So congratulations, Taylor, for the amazing recipe, the culinary delight of coffee and Rice Krispies with sugar.
Nice job, Taylor.
Yes. And I think also I heard, isn't it also that in the final round you can win even more money if you...
Yeah, another
That's
100
right.
for that if she wins the finals. But we'll see. There's a lot of good questions, a lot of good answers. Do we have another question, or is this the final question?
Is it?
You know, I think this might be it. Yes, this is the time to see. Yes, Taylor, this is your moment.
So
you have reached the championship.
Let me explain quickly how this works. We're going to go through each of the questions that we've already, heard. Very quickly, we're going to play the best answer, the one that you voted as being the top for each one of these questions. And then we're going to have the final vote. Whoever wins the final vote is our champion of the week. So let's get in there.
Yeah, let's do it without further ado. Let's do that quick recap. Let's do it.
I would have to say I would really like Ina Garten. I think we would make great cocktails together, and I think it would just be a lot of fun. She's hilarious, and I love her popped collars.
Yeah, Christina's answering the question. If you could spend 2 hours in the kitchen with anybody cooking, who would it be?
We have a place down here in Western North Carolina that's called Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack, and they have the best fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, sweet tea, sweet potato casserole, fried okra. It's just good home Southern cooking, and you can't get that north.
Yeah, Tara's answering the question. What's a food that they make in your hometown that you can't get anywhere else?
I would just get a burger. I get a classic burger and tons of ranch. I'm a ranch person, like, till death. I love it. I love ranch. And if it's my last meal, I better have a gallon of Hidden Valley right next to the burger.
Zach's answering the question. If you got to pick your last meal ever, what would it be?
So as you can see, I love food. My 3 favorite meals that I would choose if I had to eat the same 3 meals every day for the rest of my life would be pizza, mac and cheese, and chicken fingers.
Megan's answering the question. If you had to have the same 3 meals for
As a caffeine addict, I would win with this one simple recipe. With my coffee cup in hand as I'm saying this, I would put Rice Krispies in a bowl, the cereal, put it in a bowl, and put coffee on top of it with a little bit of sugar. It's so good. If you haven't tried it, try it, and I guarantee that Bobby Flay would love it.
So Taylor's answering the question, what family recipe of yours would win on Beat Bobby Flay?
Meow.
Meow. Show us a picture of your pet doing a pet. That is our win.
So one of the weirdest things I have in my fridge is taco seasoning. I have a bunch and a different flavors, different, spice level. I love Mexican food. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Shiv's answering the question. Show us something weird in your fridge. Thank you for letting us into your home, Shiv 12. Well, guys, it's time to vote for the champion of the week. There is a button in the chat that will open up the voting window if you're on YouTube or Twitch. If you're on BeOnTheAir.com, it's right there across in what we call the widget window. And you click on one of those buttons corresponding to the answer that you thought was the best. Your votes determine who is the final winner, the best answer of all the answers for all the...
Wow, Ina Garten.
Nina answering the question, if you could spend 2 hours in the kitchen cooking with anybody who ever lived, who's it going to be? She says, Ina Garten, the Barefoot Contessa. That's a good answer.
That's a great answer.
Well, guys, I think that we've had a really great week. These were super questions and it had a really tight theme, right? We saw a lot of cooking questions. Cooking, of course, is about love, family. It's about kind of an athleticism in the kitchen. It's really like a very complicated thing, but it's obviously near and dear to us. So close, in fact, that we do it 3 times a day. What else do we do 3 times a day? Not much. Breathe, I suppose. So now is the week. We're going into next week. And for next week, we have a new set of 7 questions. Starting today, there'll be a new question of the day. But Trish, can you give us some insight into what we're going to be seeing this week?
Yes, I can. This upcoming week, we are going to be celebrating some film festivals, and it's also Zoo Awareness Week. So we thought it would be fun to have a theme called On the Stage and Uncaged. So we've got lots of questions about animals, we got lots of questions about people, and we're just going to have a really good time.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah. I'm not in the Bronx Zoo because I'm the way I am. I'm the way I am because I'm in the Bronx Zoo. Or is it the other? That's a rock and roll quote. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody who recorded or just watched. We appreciate everybody who watch, votes, and records. If you love what you're seeing here, we certainly appreciate it if you would send us a comment or share us with a friend or like our channel. If you really love what you're seeing, you can send us a thanks on YouTube. That we really appreciate because that puts, a little something in the kitty. And we will give you a shout out on the air for that. So thanks a lot for everybody here on BeOnTheAir, QOTD, and Consolidated Wonder. We say thank you very much and have a great week. And can't wait to see you on TV.